time again, back to share another video with you. This time I'm doing a hair tutorial. I know that I've actually done one in the past, but it wasn't very detailed and it didn't kind of cover much of the products that I use, and it didn't really kind of explain to you what I would do if I like have a bad day. It was mostly just, you know, I just kind of play with my hair and touch it and fling it around. But with that technique that I showed you in my previous video, that really left me at the beck and call of whatever weather was going on, which sucks because I didn't want to rely on like having the right kind of humidity to have good hair. And now I have some stuff that gives me good hair, like regardless of the weather. So I can kind of guarantee it, which is a bonus because it sucks to go to meetings or just even meeting up with friends and just having a bad hair day and not really knowing what to do about it. So now I've got a video for you guys. I have actually started with semi-wet hair. Normally I would do this method on totally wet hair, but because it takes so long for it to dry and I don't think my camera has enough battery for me to do like a decent time lapse, I've just kind of like wet most of it, like especially like around this zone and this zone. And then I just wanted to kind of share with you what happens, you know, when I use these products. So I wash my hair. I don't typically use conditioner at all. I just use like a kind of a gentle shampoo. And then instead of, if my hair is like super dry or damaged, I'll use conditioner, but typically I'll just spray it with a bit of this stuff, which is shine enhancing spray conditioner afterwards. So it kind of, oh my gosh, look at that, it's like lava, shiny lava. So it makes your hair quite glossy, which I like. So spray a bit in, not very much actually, just kind of like maybe like 5 pumps of this business. Then the next step, once I've sprayed a bit of this business in, I use this Sea Salt Beach Look salt spray. And this is a product I've kind of only recently discovered in the last few years. Prior to like my using this, I actually didn't really need it that much because I used to be a model and I used to get my hair styled all the time, and because of that it was really dry and damaged, so I had a lot of volume, kind of maybe even too much volume that I didn't really want. So this wasn't really relevant to me back then, but now that my hair is pretty healthy and it's quite like soft, and I don't really think that soft is always necessarily a good thing because it kind of, when your hair is relatively thin, you can't get volume out of really soft hair. So this is what I use to get my volume. The other reason I really love using salt spray is that you're still able to kind of run your fingers through it. So most styling products, I think, they change the texture of your hair or they leave like a residue on your hair, and I'm a big like playing with my hair like throughout the day kind of person. So I really like to use this product because you can spray it in and you can't really feel that it's there, and it really does make a big difference to the texture of your hair. I love this one. Okay, so how do I use this one? Basically I spray it mostly directed at the roots because the roots is where you need the volume. If you have volume in the roots, the rest of your hair will just follow suit. Like there's no point in kind of trying to put volume into the body if you haven't really worked on the roots at all, because it's just not going to work. And that's something I actually learned from the hairdressers that I've worked with over my career as a fashion model. So hot tip, work from the roots. So I just kind of spray it in quite a bit. You might need to figure out like how much you need through trial and error, because everybody has hair that's different kind of weight and thickness. But I can kind of put a lot of it in, and then I just kind of work it through with my fingers, give it a bit of a party. As you can see, it's kind of already giving it a bit of volume. It gives it a little bit of grit, which is cool, and it smells nice. Boom, that's really cool. Then I like keep rubbing it through. I don't really end up getting too much right down to the ends because you don't really want to apply this kind of product to the ends of your hair where it makes it dry. but I do kind of rub it in. And oh, I left my hairbrush. Then I actually do brush my hair after I've applied the product. So prior to this, I wouldn't really usually have brushed my hair. It's a danger to brush your hair when it's wet, because it does actually, your hair is quite fragile when it's wet, and it does break a lot of it out. So if you've got thinner hair, that's bad news. But I actually use this brush. It's called a Tangle Teezer, and it's supposedly much more gentle to brush my hair with. And I just use it to just kind of brush through the knotty parts, and then I kind of brush it kind of onto right all the way from the bottom to the roots through here. Oh my goodness. And I brush it kind of right down onto my scalp, because from there I lift it later with my fingers, and what I don't want to do is kind of like separate it too much, because I don't want it to be frizzy. So I don't want to like kind of rough it up or anything, because then it doesn't really get the shape that I want, which is something that I create as it's drying with my fingers. And that's why I don't use a blow dryer or anything, because I find that the motion of the hot air kind of straightens it all out, which I don't really like the look of. I feel like I end up looking like Hillary Clinton, which is cool. She's a cool babe, but I don't think that her style really suits me. So go Hillary. Yeah, so then basically I kind of let it dry. As it's drying, then I use my fingers to kind of lift it up off my scalp. So, and then as it starts to get even drier, I kind of run my fingers gently through the front of it, and that's where it starts to get a bit of this shape. So I'm running it. Ooh, I look like Elvis. It's my signature Elvis look, and everybody has their kind of different, you know, everybody likes their hair to look a different way. Everyone likes to have their hair frame their face differently. So, you know, I've got like some friends that really like it to kind of frame their face down like this. That makes my face look like long, like a horse. No. So yeah, back to this. So yeah, it's really just about understanding the texture of your hair and kind of what it needs. But I have been working this look. Oh, see, it's getting, can you see it's getting quite voluminous as it dries. So time lapse. So then we will like make some time go past. I am gonna go and come back in like 10 minutes and show you. I'm actually in a pretty air-conditioned place, so it should kind of dry pretty quickly from this point. And as I mentioned, it is semi-dry anyway. So it's nice, and it's quite, you can see that the shine has kind of come through with this product through here too, which is cool. So yeah, so you've got like this kind of kick, which I know a lot of people won't really like, but that's because I brushed it kind of like that and let it dry that way. Excuse me, sir. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come back in 10 minutes and show you what doing this kind of consistently and kind of lifting it up as it's drying has done for it. Hey guys, I'm back. That wasn't actually 10 minutes, that was more like 30-40 minutes, because I decided I would eat a sandwich and check my Instagram and my emails and just a general lot of farting around. But good news is my hair's dry now, so I can really show you what the result of partying with this puppy has done. You can see I've really got like this lift, there's real lift. There's real lift. There's real lift in like the roots of my hair, especially where I've been like using my hands, and I've been flipping it around and always kind of flipping it at like different parts. So that's the general movement that I've done, and that's how I get this kind of party vibe that my hair has. From here, really the only other thing I might do is if I've like touched my hair too much, sometimes it get a little bit oily. You kind of stimulate a bit of oil like in the roots, and that's when we bring in the trusty dry shampoo. And I'm pretty liberal with this stuff. Like this, I really like use it every single day, because even if your hair's clean, it still kind of gives it a really fresh, light feeling, and it smells nice, and it's just the shiznit. So how do we get it? That's the dry shampoo. It is Styliste Ultime Biotin Volume Dry Shampoo from Schwarzkopf. Perfect. And finally, something I don't always use again because it's something you have to be quite ginger when you use this product if your hair is pretty healthy, because it can make it a little bit oily if you kind of go to town. But I'm going to just use it just in the very ends when they're just a little bit dry, and it just adds a bit of shine, and it kind of like, if you put it in the ends, it does tend to migrate, like soak in through the rest of your hair. That's my soaking action. Soaking. It does tend to soak right in, so let's do that. So I get a little bit kind of right on the tip of my fingers and rub it around. Get it all through, and get it through like this part of your fingers, because you can use it like finger forks into, and it's just really glossy. I don't know if you can see, it just really gives it a nice glossiness. I think you can see it better if you have darker hair. Actually, when I used to have like really coloured damaged hair, whenever I put these glossing products in, it would go like hyper glossy. It was really fab. But now that my hair is a bit more towards the virgin hair, it doesn't get quite as glossy, but I like it. I'm down with it. I'm working it. Okay, so this product is actually called Moisture Gloss Crystal Oil, and that's basically the finishing touch. So let me get that amongst. Yeah, that's it. Moisture Gloss Crystal Oil. So that's the finishing touch to my daily hair look. And as you can see, it's really comfortable to put my hair through my hair and play with it and just go to town. So thanks so much guys for watching my video. If you liked this one, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any more of my silly videos. I'll be leaving links to all the products that I've used in this video for you below, and yeah, I would love also to hear in the comment section anything else that you guys would like me to cover, anything you'd like me to talk about, and thanks so much for watching! Cut! This is... I'm the moon! Got to turn this on actually throughout the whole thing. Hi guys! Oh wait, I'm not in focus. What happened? Z-bag, I'm out of here. Perfect. I'm gonna press stop.